What's up, guys? Josh and Ty here. This is Stover's Motors. Today we're working with All Balls Racing for another project. Customer brought this thing, unsure of the engine condition on it, so we did a quick estimate on it. We diagnosed that the thing wasn't running because of fuel system issues. This thing is fuel injected. Found out it's got a bad fuel pump, so we're going to use All Balls Racing fuel pump setup to go ahead and get these guys back up and running. Let's get into it. Before we jump in on this, guys, here's what we got. These are our All Balls Racing parts. To get this thing up and running, we've got a complete fuel pump assembly. All Balls Racing fuel pump assembly comes with a whole new sending unit, new pump inside of there. We've got our new float level, comes with a sock on the bottom or filter, also comes with the O-ring and a new retaining cap for this thing. Gives you everything you need to get this stuff put in, which is fantastic. So let's dive on in and get this thing running. Diving on into this machine, fortunately this isn't too hard of a job, so if you guys are at home DIYing this is how you do it. We got the seat off, Ty's pulling that fuel line off right now and disconnecting the power to it. Once all that is disconnected, you're able to pull off that retaining cap. It simply unthreads and you can remove the whole thing. Tech tip for you on this one, not a bad idea to wash that tank off before you do this so you don't contaminate the fuel that's in it. In our case, we're going to be removing the fuel anyway, which is also recommended if you got a unit like this that has been sitting for a while. Ty's got that fuel pump out, didn't take very long. Let's go ahead and move on to the next step and get that old fuel out of the tank. Little pro tip for you. Anytime you're getting ready to do a new fuel pump, it's always a great idea to go ahead and siphon out what you got in there. You can see the stuff in this fuel tank is not great. We'll dispose of this properly when we're done here. Flush out that tank, make sure no new contaminants get in there. Nothing worse than doing all the work to get a new fuel pump into something like this, just to have terrible fuel go through it and ruin the entire job. With that fuel tank fully drained, we're going to go ahead and start reassembly here. We're going to get our O-ring placed on that top lip of the fuel tank and then insert the fuel pump body. Be careful when you're dropping this in. You want to make sure you don't damage the fuel filter or the arm that the float for the fuel level sensor is on. Once you get the fuel pump lined up, it will drop all the way down. Then you can secure the fuel pump with the tank nut. Once you're confident that everything is screwed down and secured tightly, we're good to go ahead and hook on our fuel line. Then we'll connect our electrical connector. And we're ready to go ahead and start testing this new fuel pump assembly out. An easy mistake we commonly see here in the shop is getting the gasket placed in the wrong spot. So here's a quick rundown on how this should go back together. The gasket goes on first, the fuel pump on top of it, and then the cap on top of that. That gasket needs to be pinched between the fuel pump body and the tank, making sure there's a tight seal there, preventing any kind of fuel leaks. Again, just to drive this point home, here we are installing a fuel pump into this tank. The gasket is already installed on the bottom side of the pump. We're going to drop that on in, then put our cap on. We're all good to go. Let's see if we can hear the fuel pump.
Yep, instantly.
So that's good. There we go, guys. We got this thing up and running for the customer. Obviously, we had a bad fuel pump. Awesome part about this kit is it all comes ready to go. Don't need any extra parts, nothing like that. Put it all together, done deal. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel here. Hit that like button. If you guys have any kind of questions or comments, drop them down in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear from you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you guys in the next one.